Hey, you guys, it's Anne Marie. Is it Friday yet? Oh, it's 11:11. What? Spirit, I love you. I hope everybody's having a great Thursday night. It's late. I've done readings. I hand painted a skirt for the Pride March on Saturday. I'm marching with the Open Shelter as an organization, and so we are really doing it up this year. So I painted a skirt. uh, anyway, and I just kind of watching this silly movie, and I'm full of energy. Imagine that. So I thought we'd try do another card pull to get some message of clarity for those of you who would like it. It's been a while since we've talked to the ancestors, so why don't we go and talk to the ancestors, get some message of clarity for those of you who like it. What was that? This came out like this, so it's kind of peekabooing. Altar of Earth. Limitless prosperity. There's what number is this? 37, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's 10. There's total destruction, number 18 or number 13, Jumi. There's going to be the cats are going crazy too. There's going to be some disruption in your life, but it's not going to be in a negative sense. There's going to be some things that are going to be shaken up in your life a little bit, that you're going to think it's some type of destruction, some type of big disturbance in your life. However, at the end of it, once the smoke settles, once the smoke is going up and the fire is burnt out, you're going to have this amazing prosperity come in your life. There's going to be something that you're going to build from the ashes. I mean, I know we all know the phoenix rise from the ashes. We know this, right? But this is something that Spirit is really like kind of hand making for you. I listened to a reading the other day, and it was from Messages of the Waters. I messed it up last time. Intuitive God is 333 is one reader, and then Messages of the Waters is another reader. But anyway, I was listening to one of the readings, and it talked about abundance and wealth. And that's what first came to mind here when I heard this, that there's a difference between abundance and there's a difference between wealth. Wealth is temporary and very 3D. Wealth is materialistic. That's what a lot of people base things on, is the money, that type of wealth. Exactly what you think of when you think of wealth, right? So what came to mind is that there's going to be some total destruction or some type of destruction in the wealth sector of your life. This isn't fear-mongering. This is just what Spirit is showing me. But what's coming out of that is prosperity, because there's abundance on the other side of it. There's a difference. Not everybody can acquire abundance. Yes, society doesn't see abundance in other ways, other things, as true wealth. Is that making sense? But what you hold in your soul and your spirit is abundance. You have abundance of energy. You have abundance of knowledge, power, and strength that you're not even aware of yet. Some of you are possibly aware, but you may not realize the magnitude of abundance that is surrounding you in the present moment. We're not talking about wealth. We're not talking about money. This is something that can't be taken away from you. This is something that people can't swap with you. This is something that no matter if someone studied you for years and years and years, they still couldn't take it from you. That's when I talked about when I gave a message in the woods the other day, when I was talking about, I don't know why the light is going in and out like this. Is so weird. I'm feeling Spirit. Hold on. I'm feeling Spirit. The cats are getting nutty, like something's going on in the energy. There's going to be an abundance of energy coming your way. So if you have experienced or you're experienced some type of disruption or destruction in your monetary, in your wealth, Spirit, okay, I'm just going to say it. I didn't want to. Spirit is saying that it's in a way kind of like a little test. How much do you have faith in the divine? Because the abundance you has no merit. The wealth, there's no merit to, what am I trying to say, Spirit? I'm amped. There's no comparison of the abundance that you have compared to wealth. Yes, we know there needs to be monetary things to buy things. That's a scarcity mindset. Okay? And I can't give you all the answers because then you wouldn't find it for yourself, and you need to find what's true to be for you. I don't care if people believe in my walk, believe in my gifts, believe in my story, or believe anything that I share. What I care about is that if the message I give you kind of gets you to think a little bit differently, to kind of see how that applies to your life, whatever piece of it is. So you don't have to believe what I believe. You can have a different religious belief that doesn't even believe in spirituality, because I know there's those cross watchers. But what I'm talking about is that there's nuggets of information that Spirit gives me to give to the collective, so they can look at their lives from a different point of view. That's all I really care about, is for you to just look at things just a little differently. Because you're keeping yourself in this society, this box, that you can't acquire things, that you can't be happy unless you have things, unless you have these material things, unless you have this wealth. Now, granted, money isn't the root of all evil. It's the people that's behind the money, what people do for money. Listen, I'm giving a reading. You've had all night to be silly cats. Oh, I love my life. And I understand how having abundant energy and having abundant joy and abundant happiness, even though I'm staying in my friend's basement where there's mold and it's wet, and I'm driving an older car now. It's like that. Those things don't matter to me because I have an abundance of knowledge that can't be taken from me, that not everybody has. And so I encourage people to find their own knowledge, find their own abundances in their life. What is your life abundant in? What happens when you connect to the birds? What happens when you connect to trees? What happens when you connect to whatever your spirit and soul is being called to? There's where your abundance is at. Is that making sense? When I first did my tree meditation, I started connecting with trees. It flipped me the fuck out, because I can put my hand on a tree and I get all these downloads, this ancient knowledge. There's no way I would know half of this shit. I didn't study it in a book. That's wealth knowledge, not abundance knowledge. I hope you're healthy and happy, full of joy. May you love and be loved. Heal, don't harm. And if this message didn't make sense to you, then it's not for you. There's a select few that's going to know exactly what I'm talking about. Start looking at the abundances in your life and watch everything else explode, because this prosperity is coming your way. Have a good night.